Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, anybody out there? Let me see if I can see myself live. Just need to see if the sound's working. Hello? Just need to see if the sound's working. Oh, seems pretty good actually. Just need to see if the sound's working. There we go. Hello. There's a delay on that. That's going to get something getting used to. G'day, UC Slot Cars. How you doing? It's really weird having the laptop here that's got like a slightly delayed thing going on. So every time I would like look to the right to see what I'm doing, and it's like 2 seconds behind. Hello, Fox and Walls, Mag fans. So just thought I'd do a little bit of live. Might be 5 minutes, it might be an hour. Depends how it goes. Morning, Cribbit. So I've got a few jobs to do this morning. I've got to keep the laser machines running. I've got to build a Dunlop bridge, which I've painted. So I've got to construct that. I've got some of these buildings. I've got to start making the instructions for these. So yeah, I've got all the pieces of that ready, ready to make the instructions. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some model making, some instruction making, answer any questions. So if you've got any questions, do ask them. If I notice them, I will do my best to reply. If I don't notice them, ask me again, and hopefully I'll notice them second time. I will disappear every now and again to go to the laser machines to go get some modelling stuff. But yeah, I've put this desk together to just show you what goes on in the MagFans world. There you go, there's the laser machine. So I just need to go and do that. I'll be back in a minute. I think you can still hear me whilst I'm not there because I've got this sound thing on. So what should I do first? Should I make the instructions for the low relief Targa Florio house slash dwelling, or should I make that Dunlop bridge? You decide in the comments and I will do that. Unfortunately, I've only got one camera. I don't have a fancy setup. So otherwise I could rotate between all the cameras and show you exactly what I'm doing now. But we're only on one camera at the moment because we don't normally do lives, so we're not set up for it. Okay, let's come back to these comments. Cribbit, let's build it with Ian. So, am I making the house or am I making the Dunlop? You decide. It's really weird, this delay. I guess most people that do this don't normally have that, but hey ho. And so I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to make I'm going to make the house. So I just need to grab my camera. Yes. A couple of people have said house, so I just need to grab my camera. There it is. And a load more of the parts. Right. Okay, so as most of you know, our instructions are step by step, a bit like Lego. You follow them along. So this is basically how we make them. Is I make it step by step. I take a photo, I upload the photos onto the website, and then add a load of words to go with them. So for those of you that have seen our Targa Florios, as we mentioned, they come with two bases, one with the path and then one without for people that are lacking on space. Because although for some people it'd be really easy to just cut the path off, it's never going to be as clean cut as the laser machine doing it. So in every kit, we're going to supply both, so you can choose which you're using. So this morning I'm going to use the one with the path, because that's a little bit more stable for the photos. So let me get my camera rolling. Camera. Okay, so this is where I've got to think about. I've built this building a few times, so I've just got to think about what is the best way to get people to build it that haven't built it before. So I've got to think about which would be the easiest way, which would be the most stable way. So I've got the front panel. Let's have a look. So probably the best thing for us to do is build the main structure and then add the detail. So first photo is the photo of grab these parts, which is these ones, and these ones. Have a look at the comments. Yeah, Doug's off today. Yeah. He's in tomorrow. So we generally tend to do that at the weekend. I'll work one day, he'll work the other. So yeah, that's generally how it works. I'm actually going to Williams Formula 1 tomorrow because there's a Grand Prix on. They have a hospitality day. We have a track there that I run. So yeah, I'll be there. So I'm actually working all weekend myself. So, but I'm off on Monday, so that's fine. Going to go see my brother and my mum. So yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, mum, if I haven't told you yet, I don't think I have. I'm going to come see you Monday morning. So these are the first parts we need. So I'm going to take the first photo. I would actually normally be using my phone to take these photos, but because that's what I'm using to go live, I'm going to have to use my iPad. So there's photo number 1 done. So then we turn this over. So if you use super glue gel, and if any fans of super glue gel out there, you have to give it a lot of shaking. Even like it says on the packet, like shake it loads. They mean shake it loads. But when you put it on the side and you haven't used it for a few minutes, when you pick it up every time, it's just good. Give it another shake again, because it separates. You can, if you don't shake it when you squirt it out, it's very liquidy. If you shake it up, it turns into much more of a gel, and it doesn't stick so well when it's liquidy. It's got to be that gel. So we're going to give it a good shake. So the first thing we're going to do is add this piece. So I'm just going to add a bit of glue along here. I miss the sound effects normally, by the way. So if I'm making annoying noises, you know why. There we go, put that in there. And then we take photo number 2. Oh, we don't need live photos. There we go. And then piece number 3. So this piece goes on the side here. So get a bit more glue. I'm probably going to miss comments if anybody has them, but I'll do my best to keep looking at the screen. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Bit of glue in there, bit of glue in there. Let's put that on there. Go. Just letting that stick. So any comments? So yeah, Doug's got 2 young boys. Are they 4 and 5? So they're probably out having some sort of adventure this morning, either swimming or the beach or something like that. The laser machines have just beeped, so I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. So what is everybody else doing on their Saturday? Well, it's Saturday morning in the UK. I guess in America it's probably late at night or middle of the morning. Europe it's a bit later in the morning. Australia it's probably your evening. So what is everybody else up to? Done. Right, I am back. Hello, Keith. What are you up to this morning, Keith? Did you get your custom Marshall stands? Do you like them, or have you not opened them yet? This piece. Oh no, it's that piece. I need that piece as well. Yeah, a little shake up every time you pick it up. Doesn't hurt to give it a little shake. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit sniffly. I've had a bit of a, sort of like not a cold, but like, yeah, I suppose a coldy sore throat sort of thing ever since the Slotfest. One of you out there gave me your germs. There we go, so that goes on the other end. Okay, we're just going to hold that in place. Da, 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 da. Good morning, Scale RC and Slot Cars Harry. They look great. Keith says we'll start building them after the light tower. Oh yeah, because didn't Doug customize that for you as well? Okay, so I'm going to take a photo of this one. So I've done that. Have I done that side? Yes. Take a photo of this side. And then the middle wall. So what we've added on this middle wall isn't really that important, just gives the structure a little bit more strength. But what I have done is I've put some holes in it to put some LED holders. So if you use 3mm LEDs, which is probably the most common that we use, they come with a 6mm LED holder, a little plastic thing. So in the wall here, let me hold that up, it takes a second. So I put some of those in, and then these holes down here are then for you to just feed the wire in, just to help make it neater. But these 4 holes here, and here, are for you to put some LEDs in, so you can basically backlight the building. So this is the middle wall, so I'm just going to put some glue on this. Okay, so that one goes in the middle, just nice and simply, like that. Again, another photo, just like that. Okay, so what am I going to do next? I'm going to put this structure onto... No, I'm not going to put it on the base yet. What will be easier is some of the internal details, because once it's on the base, I'll have slightly less access. So if I just put that to one side. So the next thing we're going to make is the door. So we're going to need all of these parts. So I have to do this for every single product we make. So once we're happy with it, I then have to cut another one and then make another one. So that's what, when we're at Gaydon at the UK Slot Car Festival, we're selling off all our prototypes and all our practice ones. That's basically what these are. These are all of the ones we've made for the instructions, or we've made for the display. So I just need to go grab some cotton wool buds. I'll be back in a second. Boop, boop. Cotton wool buds. Right, I've got my cotton wool buds. I'm a little bit sniffly, so I'm going to press. And I'm back. So, just let me know as well in the comments, how is the sound quality? Is it okay? I sort of tried to test it right at the beginning, but you never really know, do you? So, let me know how the sound is. Yes, Doug did do some custom billboards for the light tower. They are painted and ready to assemble. Nice. Harry says, I love unboxing the kits and getting that burnt wood smell. Indeed, you should work here. It's just a constant smell. UC Slotcard says sound is good. I think that's also what Fox and Walls is saying. Oh yeah, and Keith says it sound is good. Nice. Must be a pro already. So I've got some of these cotton wool buds. Really useful if you put a bit too much glue on. So I'll get a couple of those out just in case I need them. So what parts do I need for the front door? I need that. That was the anything else. I think that is everything. Where's the, yeah, that's it for now for the front door. So front door, let me take a picture of this. So we need all of these pieces. Again, another little shake up. See, not lying, you do need to shake it very regularly. So these hoops just need all gluing together. Keith says, can I give Pete some sound tips? I don't know. I mean, I can't be one to talk. If you've seen some of our videos we've done this year, some of the editing and the sound has been a bit appalling. So, yeah, I think it's just potluck, Keith. I think I just got lucky this morning. So the reason I like this Gorilla Super Glue Gel is it's really quick to work with. If you're in a bit of a hurry, I'm not like I'm in a hurry, but see, if I've got 4 of these houses to release, I need to make instructions for 4 of them. I don't want to be taking 2 days to be building each one of them. So nearly there with this. And no breakages on the build. Uh-oh. Oh, yes. I did watch that, actually. Was it Wired on Wednesday where he broke, was it the yellow bits for the media tower? Yes. I probably will break something. There is no denying that. Another photo. So we stuck all them together. And then we stick this on here. Now this super glue gel, actually less is more. If you overdo it, it takes a lot longer to dry. You'd be surprised how little you need. So a pot like this, I reckon I could probably make, probably I don't know, probably seems a lot, but probably like 15 of these houses, I reckon, out of 15 grams of super glue gel. So yeah, if you use it correctly, I'm just going to get rid of some of this glue, excess glue. So I'm probably using a little bit too much because I'm doing it quickly. There we go, another photo. Get that a bit straighter on. And then, morning Rob Sale, morning Mark Petch. Can't get Gorilla Glue Super Glue. Oh, so Harry says, can't get Gorilla Super Glue here, so it's normal super glue. It's great for gluing everything to everything you don't want to glue it to. You probably all know, but fun fact, super glue was invented, I believe, in the wars, in the Second World War. It was designed to patch up soldiers quickly. So that's why it's so good at sticking skin to skin, because that's what it was designed for. It was like on the battlefield to close up a wound really quickly. And then, see, after the war, it got then developed into stuff that we use every day for models and fixing stuff. but that's why your fingers always stick so easily to it, because that's what it was designed for. Another photo. I can guarantee I'm going to forget to take a photo or two as I'm doing these instructions. I'm going to have to start again when I'm off camera. But hey ho. How is the camera angle, guys? You like it, or would you prefer it somewhere else? Before anybody says it, yeah, I know I can get my face off it. That would definitely improve it. Ah, Harry said, didn't know that, Ian. Very cool. Every day's a school day. Well, it is for me anyway. I know I learn something new every day. And then, so this is the door section, pretty much made. So we can now stick this door to the inside of this. Oh, laser machine beeps again. So let me just stick this on, and then I'll go and service the laser machine. Da, 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 da. Another thing, if you are using super glue gel and it doesn't seem to be sticking, what I do is I'll hold it into place, and then normally in my head, because it annoys Doug, is I'll just count down from 10 slowly. So I'll be like 10, 9, 8, 7. You get the picture. And then once I get to 0, probably 99% of the time, that's been long enough to then make it stick. Maybe I didn't shake it, maybe I didn't put enough on, that sort of thing. But yeah, there's the front door, so you can see that it's got like that nice depth to it. Am I holding that up right? Wait for the delay to catch up. There we go. So I'll just put that there, and then go and do oh, I need to take a picture. Take a picture first. Take a picture from the front, and then I'll take a picture from the back too. There we go. Now, just go and reload the laser machine. Quick look at any comments. Right, let's go. If I was wrong about the super glue thing, and it was actually invented way before then do let me know. Who knows? Whilst I'm away, can you hear all this noise that I'm making? Is it annoying? Do you want me to put it on mute every time I leave the table? Or are you quite happy just hearing this background noise? I will check the comments out when I get back for that. Might just grab a drink to bring back to the table. Right, I'm back. I've got my Coca-Cola. Trying to cut back on my Coke. So what I've done is I've brought some of these 250ml little cans. So rather than having 330, I know I should just cut them out completely, but one step at a time and all that. That's better. Right, so let's do the same thing. Put this over here with the window. 1, 2, 3. Got any more parts for the window? Oh yeah, that one. Okay. So place all the parts out. Take a picture of the parts we need. Make that focus. Come on. Oh, there we go. Bosh. So this one is very much the same. Give it a little shake again. Any comments? Leave background noise on, Mark says. Background noise is no problem. We call that an alcove. Gets you out the rain. Yes, absolutely. Morning, Shane. What time is it in Australia right now? Well, generally, I know it's different from the east coast, the left coast to the right coast, the east coast to the west coast. What time is it out there? It's 5:55 p.m. Are you, so Fox and Walls, are you on the left side or the right side of planet Australia? Oh, it's 5 minutes further ahead for Slot Car Hub. He's 5 minutes ahead of Fox and Walls. Slot Car Hub's in Melbourne. Cool. Fox and Walls are on the right side. So is that like Melbourne? Melbourne's on the right, isn't it? Is it Melbourne and Sydney are on the right? Yeah, I think that's right. Let me get a photo. So who's got something exciting planned for the rest of their Saturday? Unless you're in Australia, obviously it's bed soon. But who else has got something exciting planned for the day? So then this window sticks on the inside. Do it from the outside. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bathurst side, west of Sydney. Did that confuse you now, Ian? No, never eat shredded wheat. Are you on the west side? Bathurst side, west of... Oh, so you're on the east... you're on the east side, but you're on the west side of the east side. Yeah, there we go. Harry's watching Heartbeat DVDs. Building MR kits, of course. Good answer, Keith. Right on trend. Thank you very much. So we've stuck that window in. And then we put the decorative bit on the outside. Which way round does that one go? That way. So Rob is shopping first, then redesigning my layout halfway through new build to make room for the new Targa Florio building range. Again, very good answer, Rob. We like it. Cheers, Fox and Walls. I'm always, whenever, like me and Doug, when we were younger, we used to motorbike around Europe quite a lot. I know I always had to go in front because Doug has got the worst sense of direction ever. Either that or he's just lazy and he just couldn't be bothered. So this was like, we're talking like 2006, where like TomToms, you could buy like waterproof TomToms for motorbikes, but they were like really expensive, like 500 quid. So we just had literally a tank bag on your tank in front of you, and it had like a clear section in, and we'd have a map. So I'd put the map in and then be following the map as you go. And then once you got to the bottom of the map, you then had to pull over, turn the page or rip the next page out, fold it to the right shape to fit in the little window, and then put it back in again. So yeah, my sense of direction, I think, is better than Doug's. But yeah, a little story there for you. So what am I going to do next with this? I think the next thing to do is... should I do the little window? I'm going to do the little window next. The little top right window. I think that would be sensible. So we need this part, this part, this part. Absolutely, Harry. Sometimes it's the best way. Because when you're following sat-nav, you don't really know where you are. I remember, like, if you were following a map, you'd be like, you knew which town you were heading towards, so you'd be following the signs for that town. So at the end of the day, you could think to yourself, I've gone past Dijon and Lyon, and then you knew exactly where you'd been. These days, when you're just a bit of a robot following the sat-nav, I guess you get from point A to point B, and you probably don't know what was in the middle. So yeah. Right, middle window pieces. Yeah, let me take a photo of that. So this is, so sometimes, like even at this point here, I haven't quite decided which would be the best window surround, whether it's this piece or this piece. So I might just have a quick look and see which one looks best. I think I made that, so it might be that one. Once I've decided which one I prefer, I can then go on to the CAD file and delete the piece I don't want. Yeah, we're going to go for that one. So you've been relegated. But I'm going to sweep up later. Should have brought a bin over, really. So let's take a picture of those 4 pieces. Hello, Mr. Slot R. Dave. No. I mean, I don't know why I'm making instructions, really. I should just let you all just wing it and see what happens. See what turns up on social media with no instructions. Right, so let's put that back there. I need you. I'm going to stick you. You. Oh, that was it. Yeah. Right. Put that down there. Glue. Morning, track fans! What was I doing? Oh yes, I'm sticking this to this. Go, let's get a picture of that. Oh, some glue on that. I need to get rid of the glue. Not very good at that with instruction pictures. I normally just leave the glue there, but as you're all watching, I better do it a bit better. So I've stuck those 2 bits together. And then this is going to get stuck on the inside of this. Mag fans! Has anybody noticed how organised Ian is? Usually I'm dropping things, cutting myself with blades, gluing my fingers to the kit, spilling my tea, etc, etc. Yeah, I'm not that organised, trust me. Doing my best, but I was just like, I've got these jobs to do. Shall I just do a little live, see if people like it? If anybody's got any questions, by the way, don't forget to ask. More than happy to try and answer them. I've actually got something very exciting over there. If I get enough likes on this video, I might show you. I've got permission from Doug to show you, so you need to start pressing that like button. I reckon I need, well, we've got 18 people watching at the moment. I need 18 likes. If I get 18 likes, I'll show you something very cool that's on the table over there. Rob, yes, they are going to have a back to them. Where'd I put it? There it is. There's the back to this building. So yes, because it makes it easier for you to then enclose your enclose it. If you're going to put lights in with these LEDs, it makes the lights glow better. So yes, these low relief buildings will have backs on them. How many likes does it say I have? Because when I look at the screen, it says I have 1, and that's because I just pressed it. Right, what am I doing? Oh yeah, sticking that on. 12, 7 on my screen. Keith says 13. I see one very strange. Keith says 16. It's weird. I'm going to close this browser, which, yeah, that's not going to stop me filming. If I close this and then come back in again, hopefully it might refresh. Right, so I need to take a picture of this. Mustn't forget to take photos whilst I'm talking. Where's my camera? One of them. Are we back in yet? Yes, here we go. Add in the details. So, go to view channel, live, go back onto live. Oh yeah, I've got 16 likes. Only 16 though. Can't show you it unless it's 18. It's very cool, you're gonna wanna see it. World exclusive. Doo, doo, doo. Bosh. I've got to edit something on this laptop quickly. How deep are these buildings? So, let me just show you. Okay, so the width of this building is 70 mil, 7 centimeters. And then if you have the path base, I think that's 110, remember rightly. And then we've got the other base, which is hiding under somewhere. Where did I put the other base? Where did I put it, people? You saw. Where did I put it? Anyway, there's another base somewhere that doesn't have the path on. So on this particular model, that would be 78 because there's the little, what do they call it? The step into the building goes out into the path a little bit. So the other base has got that bit cut out for the step. But yeah, 70 mil wide. Let's have a look. Da-da-da-da. Pete, use your other 8 profiles. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I just got to go on here. And right, that's cool. That's done. Let's put you back over there. Let's put you like that. Put the lid on the glue because we don't want it to dry out. I've just got to do the laser machine. Back in a minute. Right, I am back. What we got in here? Da-da-da. I lose stuff all the time on my own. This is normal live streaming Vortex in play. Sure is. Track fans. Pretty sure there are different heights and thicknesses. Oh, okay, yes, those. So, all of them at the moment, these first 4 are 70 mil wide, but height and width, they're all different. So this one is 230. We've got this one here is 198, I believe. So is this one. This one's 198 as well. And then the tall one, so you can see these different heights. Nope. So this is the one I'm building at the moment. You can see it's different height. That one's about 15 mil taller. And then get the really tall one. You can see the 3-story one, obviously, is way taller. So yeah, that's those. Let me put these back out the way. Bish, bash, bosh. Have you finished the corner building yet, Ian? Ooh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? So let's have a look. Where am I at with this? I've done that window, I think with time. Oh, there's the other base. I found the vortex, Pete, I found it. So this is your base with the path, and then this is the base without the path, but you can see it's got this little extra bit because it's got the steps leading up to the door. So these both, in every kit, comes with both of these. So yes, I'm going to use this one. So it's time to put that on now. So if I put a little bit of glue on. Less is more. There we go. So she's on the base now. Get another photo for the instructions. For those of you that have not been with us for too long, I'm just doing some normal jobs in Mag HQ. I'm making the instructions for the first Targa Florio building. I've also got a Dunlop bridge to make, but they decided earlier on that I was going to make the house over the Dunlops. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. We've got 18, have we? Let me just press refresh. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, it still says 16 on my screen. Let me close that and open it again. I'm sure it is 18. I'm sure you're not lying. View your channel. Live. Oh, it still says 16 on mine. Da-da-da-da. That's a surprise, I'm guessing. No, Harry, it's actually not. Still says 16 on mine. Let's get 2 more, and I'm there. I'm going to go get it, and I'm going to go put it over here. And if I look at the screen, it says 18. I'll show it on the screen. Grab. Right, just putting it on a bit of wood to bring it over. This is the prototype, so it's not fully glued together. Let's put this down. Is everybody ready? 18 on mine too. We're very refreshed here. Okay, here we go then. Hope you like it. Yeah. What do we think of this? So this is the Targa Florio footbridge with way too much detail. So have a look. So originally it started out as a single bridge. And then as it later on, instead of just making the bridge wider, they built a second one right next to it by the looks of things. So yeah, there it is. The actual bridge itself is built on like a bit of a wall. So on one side, the steps are as steep as this. On this side, they're actually less steep because they go like into a bank. But because we know most people were going to want to put this on a flat surface, we've made it so it's got the same steps on both sides. Comes with 2 options with the advertising boards. These are just blue tacked on, so they might look a little bit wonky. This is Doug's final prototype before he builds ones for instructions next week. But yeah, what do you think? 060 trains make a good railway bridge too. Yeah, I think it would. Definitely. In terms of size, a bit of Carrera fits in there. So if I get a ruler, I was just putting this on the website last night, but I didn't actually know the exact dimensions because Doug's been making this one. So if I measure it now, then I'll know. So the gap in between is 220. So you get Carrera track in there, no problem, which is the widest of them all. Height-wise is 130. So I know they never had trucks at truck racing at Targa Florio. But if you are a truck racer, as you can see, plenty of room to get the bridge, the truck under there. Right. Whoa, it's going to slide off the table. But yeah, loads of room. Rob says, Ian, you are bankrupting me. Mark says, looks great. So yeah, it comes with like loads of detail. So we've got like these little support bars. I don't know if I should get the camera off the stand and show you a bit more, or just wait until next week and do a proper post. But yeah, this is the bridge. Let me get that out of shot so I can carry on with my work. Whilst I'm showing you stuff, this is the 4th house that wasn't at the Slot Car Festival. So those of you that were there, this is just the 4th one. This is the prototype. I've made a few mods on this, talking to a few people and just getting the detail a bit better, a bit more accurate. But this is generally the 4th building. So yeah, let me put that out the way though, because I need to crack on with the instructions of this. Enough room for a chickie babes on the roof of the truck? Absolutely, yes. Right, so what's next on this? Shall we make the balcony? I think it's the balcony. No, let's put the end walls on. So, the end walls, let's get a picture of that. Do excuse me if I seem to say something weird. It's just me talking to myself whilst I'm thinking. So how long have we been on for? We've been on for, what does it tell me? 49 minutes. So let me know if you're enjoying this. Let me know if it's the sort of content you want to see a bit more of. Or actually, I need to get some clips for this. Or whether you want to see more of this, whether you don't, and I would never do one ever again. But I just thought, Saturday morning, why not? Yeah! Just went and got some clips. These are really useful. 2 more hours at least to go full boon. All right, Slater. Let me send you a link. You can come on and keep me company for 2 hours. Not that I know how to send you a link, because I'm not even sure you can do that. I'm just like doing live within YouTube, and I do believe most people that live regularly use a separate platform, possibly for going live. Might be wrong. I'm pretty sure, is it StreamYard, or is that like old school now and there's a better one? Probably. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry a second. The laser machine has just beeped at me, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Haven't looked at my phone in an hour. There's probably a couple of orders to be cracking on with, but I'll do those once I get off the live. So if you have put an order in this morning, I should still be able to get it out before the postman. He normally comes at about 12:30 to 1 o'clock. Is what time the postman normally comes. So if an order comes in before then, it's on the shelf. It does normally go out same day. Occasionally, if we've got to go into town for anything and an order comes in the afternoon, we will take it to the parcel drop shop. But yeah, that's generally how it works here. UPS is what we use mostly for abroad, although FedEx has been quite good recently as well. So let me put this on. So I'm talking to myself again now. Go. Yes, UPS comes every day, normally about 3 o'clock-ish. So if it's an abroad order, he pops in anyway, even if we don't have anything on the system, in case one's come through in the last half an hour and it hasn't gone to his system yet. He's really good. You probably remember him from a video around Christmas time. A really good UPS man. Right, have I missed anything? Keep going, Ian. You're good. You've got another hour to go yet, track fans. Cool. Sorry. All shopping duties will catch up. It's not good enough, Rob. Cancel the shopping. I might as well stay here on my train channels, Harry. You really want the truth, Ian? Yes, I do, Fox and Walls. Definitely tell me the truth. Bring more on. So Track Fans uses OSB Studios. It's free, and I like what it does. It's pretty cool. Oh, nice. Okay. I might have a little investigation into that. Thank you, Pete. Let's do the other side. So the good thing, what I like about this gel, is you have a few seconds. So if you place something, you've got a few seconds before you have to, before it's committed. So if you notice it's not quite straight, you've got those few seconds to go, no, and then move it slightly, which is really cool. That's why we like it so much. Okay, that's going good. Happy with that, happy with that. Might take a picture of it with the clips on actually, because then, then people will realise that clips are useful. These are just really cheap clips. I think I pay they were like £5 and you get like 20 of them in various sizes. But yeah, they're really useful to just hold something for a few seconds whilst you look at the next thing. Why do you shake super glue? It doesn't separate, lol. Slot, this is super glue gel. It very much separates. If you don't shake it, those first few dabs you get, it's like water. You know if you've done it right because it comes out really jelly. But you do literally need to keep doing it. Every time I pick up the bottle, pretty much, I'll give it a little shake. If I haven't done it for a while, I'll give it an extra shake. So yeah. Why am I using the wrong one? Slot, which one should I use? Type faster, Shane. Dave. Right, I think balcony might be next. Yes, let's do balcony. So we need this piece. We need this piece. So with the balcony, I think as Doug said in the video the other day, is all of these buildings, they're all unique. So even down to the detail of like these little balcony support things on every model, they're different. And we haven't just used the same one. So the design of that is different on every single one. So photo. Do I want all these bits yet? I want that piece. Let's do those bits and then I do that bit separately. 5 different viscosities from nearly paste right to, oh my god, it's all over the floor, is what Slot R says. Which viscosity do you use then? Also put lid on, Pete. Yes, Pete. Keep putting the lid back on. Right, so this must be dry now. We can take the clips off. Let's put those over there. I need those for a while. Just lie that down. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm a bit sniffly on the sound. Like I said, I've been a bit sniffly and sore throaty since the Slot Car Festival, so somebody gave me some germs. Bosh. Lid back on. Just get rid of some of this excess glue. So Slot R says mostly use Vitabond thick 45-second cure, medium 20 seconds, thin 5 seconds. Mark says Tara had a cold, just saying. Me and Sue got lurgy too. So it wasn't just me kissing Tara then, it was Keith and his missus then. I need 5 minutes cure not to mess up. No, fair enough, everybody's different. It depends if you've got loads of time for your model making, then the more cure time you've got, the better. In case you've done it wrong or you want to slightly adjust it. So yeah, everybody's different. I quite like the quickness because I'm doing it quickly, just for some instructions. This doesn't have to be an absolutely perfect model because it's just for the instruction pictures. And then some lucky person at the next show, which will be the next one, if we don't do the NSCC in Leatherhead, then the next show will be the Winter Slot Car Market at Gaydon again in 7 months. But we're going to try and do that Leatherhead one, but we just got to see how events plan out. So don't forget to take pictures, Ian. What scale trains do you have? 0 to 60 trains? Are they 132? Which is that G scale, isn't it? Do you have those or UC slot cars? A lot of people got sick after our Melbourne Slot Car Festival, and then Slot R says if you mix the thicker one with baking powder, it makes a brilliant filler. Nice, an expensive filler though, is it not? Surely there's other fillers on the market that are purpose made that might be, I don't know, just spitballing. Okay, so Engage, yeah. Well, I've got a lot of Engage stuff on 30, ON 30 and 00. We made a track recently where we put a Z scale. That was tiny, like the smallest bit of like grit or something from the scenery on the Z scale train, and it will just derail it so easily. So we had the Z scale on there because it was like a model land within the 132 land, and then we had the O scale, which I think is like 143-ish, running along the back out of a tunnel into a station. So we had 3 different scales, but because we had them in different places at the right place, they worked. Z is tiny. And unbelievably, like the engineering that goes into those Z scale trains, like they still had the lights and it was unbelievable little bit kit, but really, really fiddly. Where am I at? Balcony. No, let's do the doors. Let's put the balcony doors on. I fancy doing TT at some stage. Okay. It's all about how much space you've got, isn't it? Like, I think the bigger you can go with the space you've got, the better. I think for me personally, if I had the space for a 1/24 scale slot car track in scenery, I'd love to make that. Mark Petch has never seen Z scale. That's because it's so tiny. Like, you've probably seen it without realising. No. Z is very rare. It's like sometimes you see on social media those, like a track in a briefcase, that sort of thing. They tend to be Z scale. They tend to be very, 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 very small. Another picture. Da, 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 da. Okay. So we have been going for 62 minutes now. I'm sure you've all got stuff to do. I'm going to give it another 10 or so minutes, and then I'll probably turn the camera off so I can crack on, because I've got a lot of work to do today. I've got to do this for all 4 buildings, and if we've got time, even that special thing I showed you earlier. And if you weren't here, I'm afraid you missed it. Slot R. Oh, Ian, by the way, my boss wants cars that run really slow, painted in our competitors' software liveries. So our trade show next year. That's funny. What cars would you suggest to be slow, Slot R? Do you have any in mind? Track Fans TV says that's all right. We're happy to watch you for hours. Okay. Put the glue on the wrong side there, so put it on that side instead, shall we? Done it again. That way, yeah. Sorry, a bit quiet, just concentrating on this balcony just to make sure I get it right. I'd use Mr. Bean ones as they're really unstable. How long, Slot R, do you think a Mr. Bean car would last at being used commercially all day for several days? How many of those cars do you think we'd go through? I think quite a few. Although what would be pretty cool though is if I swapped one of the Mr. Beans on top on one of them for a Mr. Slot R, and then everybody can race you around the track. How's that sound? Fox and Walls, we could watch you make our builds all day. Yeah, let me just fly out to Australia. Come and build your buildings for you. Right, where are we at? So, Let's put the roof bars on. And then I think we'll do some of the detailing on the front. Yeah, let's do that. Roof bars. Oh, thumbs up, everyone. Although I think I've got my maximum thumbs up because I got them all for the other product I showed everyone earlier. But if you haven't done a thumbs up yet, please do a thumbs up. Who's going to be watching Track Fans? Are you on tomorrow morning, Track Fans? Or is it one of your 3 monthly days off? Stuck together. Slot R says, oh, I'll be in the company NSR Mosler. Will you now? We normally run digital at events, Slot R, so you're going to have to put a scaly digital chip in it, I'm afraid. Okay, so you probably all know Mr. Pete Track Fans, but he does every Sunday morning at 7:30. I think once every 3 months he has a day off. Track Fans TV, so make sure we will see you there tomorrow in the chat. Let me get another photo. Right, detail on the front. Let's go with that bit and all of those bits. I will be drowning this cold in whiskey tonight, so might miss tomorrow's show. Fair enough, Keith. I'm not a drinker much myself, so unfortunately I can't scare it away with the alcohol, but yeah. Let us know if it works. If it does, I might try it. All of those bits. What photo did I just take? Let's do that again. Bosh. No problem, Track Fans. Right, so let's do those last. Let's stick these on. Mark Pedge says it won't work, Ian. Okay. I'm sure Keith is still going to try and find out, though, just to be sure. Just a cheap whiskey, Pete. Maybe you should like mix it with like some red wine and some vodka. You never know, that might help with getting rid of the cold. Snake bite with whiskey. What's that, Pete? Is that... I've got a feeling... Is that like the blackcurrant and cider? Is that a snake bite? Got a feeling it is. Might be wrong. Oh. Laser machines a beat. I'll be back in a minute. Cider and blackcurrant, it's horrific from youth. Well, I guess it's probably tasted better than just plain white lightning, though. Bish, bash, bosh. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just reloading the laser machine. Has anybody got any questions they want answering whilst I'm live? Put them in the comments for when I get back. What are people thinking about this? These new Targa Florio dwellings and the thing I showed you earlier. Right. I am back. You can see the camera wobbled. That white lightning or diamond thingy, all horrific. Can you make gantries and bridges wider to accommodate scaly track with borders? So which gantry are you after? So the 016 gantry that we do it in two widths. One's about so wide, and then the other one is about so wide. So yes. I think all of our bridges will go over 2-lane scaly with borders. So yeah, let me know which ones specifically. But yeah, generally we can, if we don't sell it already. I made a custom gantry for Slot Car magazine. They wanted our 016 start gantry, but they wanted it about, must be like 2.5 times wider or something. So yeah, I made that for them. You've probably seen that on their, in their magazines and on their social media posts. What am I looking for? I'm looking for some tweezers. I'm gonna get some tweezers, be back in a second. Tweezers. Where are they? That's what I want. Nothing in particular, just asking. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I also made one taller the other day. So somebody actually used our 016 start gantry as legs for their Husey bridge system. But they wanted them, I think it was 53mm taller. So instead of making the product taller, I actually just made some really cool looking bases for it to stand on. So it looked like it was like the gantry was then on a couple of like cool bases. So it, yeah, definitely can. Always email to ask. Like the worst that can happen is I say no. But generally, yeah, pretty good at that sort of stuff. Da, 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 da. So I'm using these tweezers because I'm putting these little pieces in between the balcony supports, and I've got big elephant fat thumbs and fingers, so they're not very delicate. Right, so that's that. So then just this one. So if any of you are making this building when it comes out, this thing, what I suggest you do is paint these pieces on the spew. They come really usefully on the spew like this. You can paint them and then take them off one at a time so you get them in the right order. They are all generally basically the same size, but if you put them in exactly the same order, they're definitely going to fit nicely. Right. I am going to end this live stream shortly, unless anybody has got anything they'd like me to answer before I go. And then I can crack on with all the work that he's doing today. Don't forget to press that like button. Cheers, Slot Car Dude. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Although, if you're watching us, you'll probably subscribe, and that's probably how you know that we are live right now. But yeah, I will finish doing these surround pieces, and then I will end the live. You got any plans today, Slot Car Dude? Trackfan TVs, could you quickly build us a modern or building while you're at it? So I'm going to say modern pit building, Trackfans. When's the next live stream? We'd like the we like the 3D effect, says Fox and Wells. Thank you. Yeah, it's all about just giving as much detail as possible, as easily as possible. Mark Page says, great live. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Pete, for the thumbs up. Hopefully you've been enjoying my dulcet, slightly snotty tones. Let's get a photo of this half done. Can you offer sheets of brick, modern, old Targa style? Actually, if you go into the Scratch Builders section of the website, Max, you will see we do offer modern like brickwork. I could possibly add Targa like brick style sheets to that. We do brickwork, we do ladders, we do doors. Yeah, there's quite a few bits on there already, but yes, we certainly could add that. Good suggestion. Thank you, Max. What are you up to today, Max? What are you smoking today? As in meat and not like tobacco products. I know Keith's on the Marlboro. Anybody anywhere near Cambridge, get yourself down to Smokeworks. Awesome food. So yeah, anybody that hasn't seen Max's question is that can we sell sheets of brickwork? So we do already do normal, like, I suppose, standard house brickwork. We also do wood flooring sheets as well. And I don't think what else we do on there. It's been a while. That's right, Max. Slingers for the darts. Yes. Slingers is amazing. Get yourself down there. So me and Doug went to visit Max at Slingers. And he was very nice to let us play on their interactive darts. Honestly, like, it's like darts, but you're not playing darts. You're playing like some other, like, what I think one of them was like land wars or something. And basically, if you hit a number, it became yours. So if somebody wanted to steal it, they had to hit it to take it away from you, and then hit it again for it to be theirs. And then I think it was like after, I don't know, 12 darts each or something, the winner was the person with the most land. So yeah, it made darts. Not that darts isn't fun, but it's a hard game. So it made it easier. It brought the fun element into it. And whilst we were there, amazing, the Biscoff milkshake, that was amazing. And the food, so good. Like smoked meat, smoked wings, awesome. So Slingers in Cambridge. If you haven't got any plans tonight, get yourself down there. Right, I finished that bit. I'll take a photo for the instructions. And I think I'm going to say goodbye. So that's 80 minutes. That's way longer than I was expecting. Doug and me made it look hard. You did make it look very hard, Max. Yeah, I wasn't very good. It's just you two were worse. Right. Thanks very much, Mag fans. And I don't know when we're going to be doing this again. Possibly, so I think, what am I doing? It won't be, I don't know. I'll think about it and let you know. We'll do a post next time so people are a bit more aware. But yeah, thanks very much everyone. Bye.